You can't put up a wall and stop legislation from coming in. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Back in 2002, the Howard League for Penal Reform challenged the Home Office because the Home Office stated that the Children's Act did not apply in a young offenders institution. So in other words, when children are in prison, they forego their rights as protected under the Children's Act. That case was heard at the High Court, and Lord Justice Mumby actually ruled in that case that the Children's Act does apply in a young offenders institution because you cannot put up a wall and stop the law from coming in. So how does that apply to the rest of us? Well, as all of you probably watching this video know, we all have rights under common and statute law, and as I've had reinforced by every lawyer I've spoken to, those rights cannot be taken away or compromised in any way, shape or form. So if we employ someone, we have to validate that they already have those rights. And if that person is then put in a position, as a result of their employed role, where they'd like to encounter violence or aggression, then the employer has an obligation to train them to a higher degree to actually allow them to actually deal with this situation in a more competent way. So training becomes a requirement under the Health and Safety at Work Act. You can't employ someone, put them in a position where they're going to be exposed to violence and not train them. Now, I know that sounds perverse, but it happens. I've been doing this a long time, and I still hear cases, and I still have it reported to me, and I've been in court, where organisations have had no touch and no restraint policies. I've heard it said, if you get attacked at work, don't defend yourself. We don't want you hurting that person because they are vulnerable. That is taking away a person's common law and criminal law rights. You can't do it. Now, this is a really important issue because as a society, in some areas, we're becoming more risk averse. Organisations are adopting training, but in some cases, that training doesn't meet the need. So staff are faced with quite a high level of risk, but they're getting low level training because the employer believes that at least if they provide some sort of training, and training that won't cause any injury, damage or harm, then the employer is not liable. If the training doesn't meet the risk, you're liable. It's called vicarious liability. And there's lots of cases out there, I'm not going to bore you with them on this video, but lots of cases out there that will prove that for you. So I just wanted to leave you with that thought today. And if any of you have been told, when you go to work, you cannot defend yourself, you cannot use force to protect yourself and others, then that is absolutely illegitimate. It's basically illegal. Thanks ever so much. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.